Welcome to the selling of the year-long loot tab. 365 days that I have been waiting to do this. I'm hoping to hit my goal of 2.2 billion GP. That would be great. That way I can get all of the items that I would like to get and fill out my collection. I want to get the Nightmare Staff, all of the orbs, the Zerite crossbow, get my Elysian Spirit Shield back, all that good stuff. So we're going to try to get all that, hit that goal. Maybe there's some third age in those clue caskets, who knows. Now, we've got a buddy here, this guy right here. He's a regular in my clan chat and a friend of mine. He wants to buy these herbs that are in my inventory. He's going to be using for some herb XP, and I guess he'd rather buy them from me rather than the GE, which is good. I won't have to pay that GE tax. So we'll go ahead. Let's go ahead and trade him and get this thing kicked off. All right, so we've got 660 Toad Flags, 3,600 Renars, 6,500 Quarms, 5,000 Catentines, and almost 1,500 Torstals, 66,980,000 GP. So, and he's just gonna round it off, 67 mil even, very nice. So that is the start of selling the loot tab. So we'll start off with 67 million there. Let's go check it out. All right, so we've got 1.435 billion left in the loot tab. So we're gonna sell all of that, and here's my plan behind that. We've got the 67 mil there. I'm just gonna go ahead and sell everything and turn it into platinum tokens to join this unique drop sold platinum token stack. That way we can keep track of everything and not get it confused with anything else. So that's gonna be the plan there. All right, so the cash, we'll start with the cash here. So 112 mil is what my cash stack looks like right there. I started the year off again with 45 million GP. All of this cash that I have right here is all of the surplus that I got throughout the entire year. That would be the cash drops and anything that I casted high alchemy on. So any of that surplus came from all of the Slayer. So we'll take that out. We're gonna put 45 million back into the bank. All right, and that was my starting point. All right, so already right here, we're up to 134 million. I guess we should start out with the runes tab. Yeah, we should start out with the runes tab because that is all extra stuff here. So all of this I'm going to take out and get back to what I started with at the beginning of the year. So that'd be 10,000 of those. All right, let's kick it. So we'll start off selling this stuff. Probably going to crash some markets. Yes, maybe so. 27.4 mil. And now we're up to 287 million. So 287 million. Let's turn that into some platinum tokens. All right, so here's the loot tab. So let's go. Okay. And that's everything outside of this loot tab. Don't have to worry about anything else like that. So we'll go ahead and start selling this stuff off. And the last big collect. Boom, 225 mil. Nice. Platinum tokens for that. Yeah. 1,712,490,000. Woo! 1.71 billion from all that being sold. English is hard. All right, 1,229 Brimstone keys. So we'll see what we get from that as well. What are they worth right now? Let me check the wiki. Let's see what their average value is. Brimstone chest is worth 104,162 GP at the current time. So that's not bad. I actually think when I started this this whole series, they were worth around 88,000. So a little bit more loot now that we've got this going. Like, it's a good thing I waited a year to open them all. Make a little bit more money. Hopefully I can hit the drop rates, or rather, hopefully I can get the RNG for the collection log. Let's check out. I think I only have one piece of this at the moment. One piece of the Dust Mystic. I do. I only have the Dusk Bottoms. So I need boots, hat, Robe top, gloves, boots. Oh, those are black boots. No, I need gloves, boots, Mystic Hat Dusk, and Mystic Robe Top Dusk. All right. Without further ado, off to the chest. 1,229 Brimstone keys. Here we go. 129 diamonds. Come on, give me some Dusk Mystic. Yes! Just as I said it, I spoke it into existence. I spoke it into existence as I was saying it on that key. Look at that. Collection log, item number 1. Got the Dusk Mystic there. Nice. Yes! Boots! Here we go. That's 3 of 5. No dupes yet. Can you get dupes? Yeah, you have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get dupes because it's 1 in 200 for any piece and 1 in 1,000 for a specific piece. Oh no! No, I already have that one. I'm sad. Yeah, dude, let's go. Mystic gloves. 1 more piece to go. I need the hat. I need the hat and it's done. Yes. All right. 1,229 Brimstone keys used. We'll throw the rest of this in the bank. And we'll see what our totals look like. Let's get this in there. And we need to convert this to platinum tokens. So we'll do that. 10.4 million from the platinum tokens from all the cash drops from the Brimstone keys. Elsewhere, we've got all but one of those. Oops, all. So these came from the Brimstone chest too. Gotta have those. Notes. So it looks like we've got 165 rune full helms, 87 plates, 79 plate legs. Ended up with 6 broken dragon hostas, and finishing the collection log for the Dusk set. What did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. So I got 7 pieces and 1,200 keys, just ever so slightly over the drop rate. 6 pieces is 1 in 200, so 1 in 200 for any piece, 1 in 1,000 for a specific piece. So I did pretty good. Yeah, and 1 in 200 for the broken dragon hostas. 28k iron ore, 41k coal, almost 10,000 gold, 615 rune ores, 20,000 steel bars. Wow. 3,300 rubies, 2,900 diamonds, 5,600 magic logs. The big one, 61 dragon fruit tree seeds, 77 Celastrus tree seeds, 4,500 dragon dart tips, and 10,000 dragon arrow tips. Wow. All right, let's go ahead and we'll head over to the Grand Exchange, sell this, and add it to the platinum token stack for the year-long loot tab. See what it takes us up to. And we'll keep the platinum tokens in the inventory for now so we can see exactly how much I made from the Brimstone keys. All right, so that's it. Everything from the Brimstone keys is sold. We'll collect that. So we've got the 10.4 mil from the cash that I got from the Brimstone keys and 127 mil. I'll turn that into platinum tokens for a grand total of 137.922 million. What was that? So that was 137,922 divided by 1,229. So our Brimstone key value was 112,222 GP each. So we were over. The average value is 104, so we did pretty good. So we got 8,000 GP more per Brimstone key than the actual average value is right now. So not bad at all. So we'll go ahead, add that into the platinum token stack, and we are now at 1.85 billion GP. 1,850,414,000. So now we've got the 35 dark totems and all these clue caskets to open. My goal for this was 2.2 billion. So I still need 350 mil from the Skotizo Kills and opening these clue caskets. Don't know if I'm gonna make it. Probably not, unless I get a decent third age piece. So we're gonna go with it. We're gonna send it and see where we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the Skotizo Kills. Go check the boss log real quick. The only thing I need is the Jar of Darkness. I got everything else from Skotizo: 2 pets, 4 claws, and a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff. 362 ancient shards, the totem, and the uncut onyx. Maybe we get lucky and get another totem. Get some more clue scrolls out of this. All right, Skotizo Kill number 1. Let's go. Next drop is Dark Claw. There's a Dark Claw. Another Dark Claw. Back-to-back Dark Claws. Okie dokie. Another Dark Claw. You think that's the 3rd Dark Claw? Another Dark Claw. Ah. All right, what do we got? Another Dark Claw. Rune bar, ancient shards, clue scroll, hard and elite. Another Dark Claw. And some death runes. KC 172 and my last dark totem. Rune plate legs. Oh, I got my elite. I wanted that elite. Now we're going to be at 100 even. Still no jar though, unfortunately. It's take a look at the collection log, I guess, real quick. Skotizo. 4 pets, no jar, and 11 dark claws thus far. Bummer. So yeah, 492 hards, 100 elites, roughly 50 masters is what I should see from that. So 51 with the one that I already did. We'll count that one in there. So I guess 50 or so chances for a Bloodhound pet. That's not bad. As for the Skotizo loot, let's go ahead and we'll sell all that. Let's take this out, and then we've got some rune plate bodies that were in there, rune plate legs that were also in there, and then blood runes. Got those. We got some death rune drops from Skotizo, so that's 1,500 of those. That should be everything. Off to the Grand Exchange to add this to the loot. Platinum token stack. Alright, so let's go. We'll sell all this real quick. And we're done. Alright, so we're adding an extra 5,052,000 GP to the total loot. So we gotta throw this over there. So now we are at 1.855 billion GP. And all we got left to do, open the caskets and sell it all. Alright, let's get started with some clue scrolls. We'll do the easies first. Obviously, we'll just start at the bottom end. Just 2 of those. So first one, we got an Unholy Blessing and a Black Plate Body. And we got a Black Plate Body and 11 Dig Site Teleports, 233k. Just from an easy clue. Nice. 5k. Ooh, got some Holy Sandals, 1.8 mil. Nice. Could have been Ranger Boots, but we'll take the 1.8 mil. Zamrock Full Helm, that's nice. 863k on that one because that's a clue item for a stash unit. We got 151k. Got another Zamrock Full Helm. Yo. Nice. 131. Nice, dude. A 3rd Zamrock Full Helm. Cool. 4th Zamrock Full Helm. Okay. Another Zamrock Full Helm. Look at that, dude. 689,000 GP hard clue. And that is the Dig Site and the Narda Teleports. Good lord. Woo. 622k. That's a good start. 72. Got 677k there. That's nice. Okay. And we've got... Oh, nice. New collection log item there. Ceradome and D'hide body. And a Robin Hood hat. Nice. That's the most expensive clue item you can get from a hard clue. 345 left. Ceradome and D'hide boots. Nice. 64. 785k. What is that? Narda? Is that? Oh my gosh. 39. 712k. 88k. 1.1 million. Wow, dude. 1.1 million. That's for Narda teleports and the Empty Master Scroll book. Don't see that often from hard clues. We've got 53k. Ancient D'hide boots. Nice. And we've got 183k on that one. Ancient D'hide chaps. 512k on that one. Got some Ancient D'hide boots. 47. Zamorak full helm. That's my 6th one, I think. 72. 732k. Thank you, Narda teleports. All right, and next we've got 514k. 108 hards to go, and we've got 524k clue. That's not bad. That's the Bandos D'hide boots in there. 563 Narda teleports. 24k. 500k and a master. 578k on that one. 29k. 599k. Nice. 242. Thank you, Purple Sweets. A gilded plate skirt. Hey! We got a mega rare. Wow, dude. We finally got something. Looky there. Isn't that cool? 221. Zamorak D'hide boots. 77. 77 again. Oh, wait. I got anti-fire potions? Oh, I just noticed that. No. Damn it. No. No. Oh, man. What a struggle, dude. Yikes. 155. Hey, there you go. Another one. Look at that. Gilded 2H. That one's 7.5 mil. Wow. Guess we had to wait all the way to the end to roll some cool shit. Wow. Alright, so the hard clues are done. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all the loot. We're going to turn that into the platinum tokens as well. Add that to the platinum tokens stack so we can get into the elites. As for estimated value, 492 hard clues, 80.8 million. So the gilded plate skirt and the gilded 2H adding about 9 million to that right there at the very end. So that was pretty cool. All in all, 49 masters from all those hard clues that we did. So 48 there. And I've got one more master to do here. So that'll put me at 49 master clues, and then providing we're on drop rate for elites, that should put me up another 20. So we might be looking at 69. We're probably going to be looking at somewhere between 65 and 70 masters to open those up and see what we get from those. As for all of this, we're going to go ahead and chuck it. We're going to chuck it all and then see where we at. All right, well, that took forever. It took me like 30 minutes to sell all that stuff. Some stuff that I thought would sell quickly didn't sell at all. Oh man. But anyways, so we've got the estimate over here on the right, 80.8 million out of 492 clues. And it looks like we ended up with 81 million. So a little bit over the RuneLite estimated value. So we'll go ahead, turn that into platinum tokens, 81,680,000 GP from 492 hard clue scrolls. So we'll go ahead and dump that back in there. 1.937 billion is where we're at. 100 elites, 48 plus master caskets to go. All right, that's enough talking. Let's get started. 100 elite clue caskets, and we're starting now. And our first one is a master. Imagine that, 1 in 5 chance. So 20% chance of getting a master every single time I open this. So first one, 156k with a master. All right, so I accidentally opened this master clue and we got a mimic from it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So let me gear up for that and we'll do it real quick. Okay. All right, what did we get? The mimic has added 500 blood runes for me. Rip. Oh, we got a mimic. Look at that. Look at that. And we have 600 death runes from the mimic. 143. And another mimic. Nice. And we've got 500 blood runes, 733k clue. We did it! Oh my god! Yo! Oh. We did it! Dude, that's my first third age piece ever! No way! I've been playing this game for 20 years, and that was my first piece ever. Yo. Oh, I can't believe it. It feels so good. Oh man, that's so awesome. Holy shit, dude. Gilded pickaxe? Nice, dude. Gilded pickaxe. That's cool. Ooh, occult ornament kit. Nice. 483. And our last chance. 188k. 226 masters done now. Unfortunately, no bloodhound pet. But the highlights of the night: the gilded pickaxe and the third age plate skirt. Yo. All right, so here we are at the very end. This is what I've got to sell. Most expensive items, obviously third age plate skirt, gilded pickaxe, and the occult ornament kit. So we're gonna sell all this and add it to the platinum token stack. All right, so everything is sold. We'll go ahead and turn this into platinum tokens. And we'll throw it in the bank. And at the end, the very end of the year-long loot tab project, 2,089,000,000 GP. 2,089,980,000 GP. It was 20k cash away from 2,090,000,000. So that's, I'd say that's pretty good. Especially just for doing Slayer all year. Not bad at all.
Alright, so if you've been following the series throughout the whole year, pretty much in every video I said that we would check this out at the very end in the last video. This is my RuneLite loot tracker, which I did not reset throughout the entire year. So everything that I've acquired is all in here. If you don't know how to do this, you can actually log into the RuneLite website using whichever email account or Google account, whatever that you log into RuneLite itself with. So that is how you get to this if any of you would like to see the online tracker. So we'll go ahead and get started. It's pretty long, so I'm going to scroll through and we'll go through some of the stuff that is, you know, most valuable or just most interesting. Getting started, you can probably see that's not really in any particular order, so it is all kind of jumbled up here. So we'll just go through and we'll see what we find. So right there at the top, you see the Master Casket. So I ended up with 29 mil from that, 65 of those. Nothing too crazy from the Masters. The best item was the Occult Ornament Kit, and that was worth 4.4 mil-ish. Next, we see Kurosks over here. They're a pretty good task, especially if you have higher combat. It's a very good, quick task for points, and you can make a little bit of money off of it, especially with the price of coconuts. They're not terrible at the moment, so you can get quite a bit of money from that. 17 mil, 3,158 Kurosks. Abyssal Demons, 9,326 of those throughout the year, ended up with 31 million GP, and it's kind of wonky how it keeps track of the loot on the online tracker. You notice in the RuneLite client, it's like organized by most expensive to least expensive. Well, the online tracker is just kind of goofy, so unfortunately we're not going to get that. But we'll still take a look around at everything. Ended up with 16 whips. Current value on that is 22 mil based on the RuneLite price tracker. And then we'll scroll down a little bit more and we see here we've got Elite Clue Scrolls over here on the left. I did get 131 mil from that, and as you probably saw from the video, that was attributed to the Third Age Plate Skirt. Try to scan through here and see where it is. Can't see it right off the top of my head. Oh, there it is. Third Age Plate Skirt, 104 million GP, and you also have the Gilded Pickaxe down here for about 6,600k. Keep going a little bit more, and there's the Greater Abyssal Demons. I did get one Abyssal Whip from a Superior Abyssal Demon, so that was pretty nice. 1,713 Necrails. That was the normal ones. Those are nice to do in the Slayer Tower, so I do actually enjoy that task. 8.3 mil from those. Lots of cash drops from those, accumulating over $1 million in cash. 21 Brimstone keys from the Necrails. Next, we've got Greater Necrails, 3,406 of those. Very nice to barrage in the Catacombs, but I also did the melee ones that you can get assigned in the Ireworth dungeon over in Prifdinus, or however you say that. I'm never going to pronounce that right. 21 mil from those. You can also see Bronze Dragons in there, and I am a sucker for noted drops. Even though you don't make a lot of money from Bronze Dragons, they do drop bronze noted bars in the Karamja dungeon, or the Brimhaven Slayer dungeon, or whatever you want to call it. So I ended up getting a lot of bronze bars from that, and yeah, I just like noted drops. So usually if something drops it, I'm gonna do it anyways. 492 hard caskets on the total for 81 million GP. Don't really have to go through that too much, but there's the 6 Zamorak full helms there for a little over 4.7 mil. We've got 55 Zulrah kills in here. Only had one Zulrah boss task throughout the whole year, but still did it. Still made 6.5 mil from that. Phantom Muspa, 270 of those, ended up with 2 Venator shards, so pretty good on the drop rate there. 62 mil from the Phantom Muspa. On the right, you can see the Araxor kills. I actually have over 500 of those, but it didn't start tracking them until a few days after release. This was the only Slayer that I did outside of Konar for the year. I did get these tasks from Kuradel, but I wanted to get the Amulet of Rancor to use for the rest of the year, so I think it kind of applied to this video series. It says 15 mil on the tracker here, but I did get the Araxite Fang, so it's more comparable to like 80 mil at the time that I got that. 1,491 Lizardman Shaman. Still chasing the Dragon Warhammer, still need that for the collection log. I'm somewhere around 7,000 KC now. I haven't managed to get that. 13 Frozen Cash, and that was also from the Phantom Muspa, so a little bit of loot on top of the drops from the Phantom Muspa. 155 Vardorvis kills. I need the Butch pet from that to green log it, so anytime I do get a Vardorvis task, I am doing it. Did end up with the Executioner's Axe Head. With that drop, I am halfway to another Soul Reaper Axe. Aberrant Spectres, 3,928 of those. Only 10 mil on the loot, but they are a very fast task. Their defense is low and their HP is relatively low at 90. When you get those in the Slayer Tower, I always do those. They do drop a fair amount of clue scrolls, as you can see here from the loot tracker. So with them being so fast, you can accumulate a decent amount of clue scrolls while getting some Slayer XP. On the right, now we have Deviant Spectres, 1,618 of those. They do have pretty high defense, but at the same time, they are very AFKable in the Catacombs, whether you have a Venator bow. Usually, I use the Twisted Bow there, and it was pretty nice because it gave me a lot of AFK time to focus on other tasks. And now we've got the big one, the Alchemical Hydra. 6,813 KC is what I accumulated throughout 2024 for 1.1 billion GP. Lots of money coming in there. I was unfortunately behind on the drop rates for leather, only 9 of those throughout the year. And I also was under the drop rate for the Hydra's Claw, 304 mil out of 5 of those. Realistically, if I would have been on rate or just a little above rate, I should have seen like 7 Hydra Claws and probably 12 to 13 leathers. So there is a little bit of money missing there based on the drop rate. But I also did come out of it with 15 completed Brimstone keys. So that was pretty nice. Next, we see the Whisperer, another Desert Treasure 2 boss. I did get a Siren Staff from this. I'm actually not sure why it's not showing up in the loot tracker, but I do have one in my bank. That was the other piece towards the Soul Reaper Axe that I have. So yeah, 2 out of 4 pieces for that. I am going to go back to Leviathan and Duke at some point to get the other 2 to complete it. And if I haven't green logged it by then, probably just only keep going with Butch and the Whisperer to try to get those pets for green logs. 22 mil from the Whisperer for 165 kills, not too bad. And then we've got the Brimstone chest, 143 mil from the 1,229 we opened. Look at those stacks in there, 2,900 diamonds, 3,300 rubies, 28,000 coal, 165 rune full helms, 10 mil in cash. Super cool numbers, nice to look at. 143 mil again. Next to that, we've got Rune Dragons, 1,208 for 40 million GP. Not too bad. And then we've also got Brutal Blue Dragons in here. Some of you might be like, well, why do you do those? They're also pretty AFKable. They're very easy with the Twisted Bow, and it just gives you a little bit of time to focus on something else as well. 2,473 Bloodvelds. I do the normal Bloodvelds because they're very easy to do, very low defense, and you can accumulate experience quickly. I'm not going for 200 million XPs per se, but I guess it's kind of on the back burner. I just do tasks that are pretty good XP. 474 Calphite Queens. I still need the pet for that one for green log. Not quite at the drop rate, but I only do 25 Calphite Queens per task because I honestly can't stand to do any more than that. 23 million on the loot tracker for that. 8 dragon chain bodies, 1 dragon pickaxe. Smoke Devils, 4,468 of those. Not terrible, 26 mil. The occult necklaces have dropped in price quite a bit since their, I guess you could call it nerf a while back in 2024, but 8.7 mil from the occult necklaces. On to the Grotesque Guardians, 262 mil from 3,798 kill count. Still no Jar of Stone. That is the last item that I need on that collection log for green log. Unfortunately, I am over 8,000 kill count now, but we're still going to keep chasing it. It's a new year now, and my next thing is probably just going to be skipping tasks at Curdell just to get Grotesque Guardians and a Raxor task to try to finish out those Slayer green logs. 55 Commander Ziliana kills, only 1 Saradomin God Wars task throughout the year. That is the boss task. Wish I would have gotten more because that is a good solo Slayer task. Skeletal Wyverns, 1,986 for 30 million on the year. I did pull that Draconic Visage earlier in 2024, so that was pretty nice to see. Kriara up next, also only had 1 task of those throughout the year. I actually, no, it was 2 tasks. I had 2 boss tasks of Kriara. I also did have Aviancies, but a lot of times I just didn't have time to do the boss. When I did get assigned a boss task for Kriara, I did just pick 25 of them. Not sure why RuneLite didn't record 3 of the kills, but you see 47 there, should be 50. Next, we have the Dagonoth Kings. I stopped doing those very early in the year because I finished that green log with Dagonoth Prime Pet. That was the last one I needed. So that is now green logged. But I did get to kill 142 Prime, 144 Rex, and 146 Supreme. So that is all green logged out. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Dust Devils, 1,225 for 5.5 mil. And those are a very easy burst barrage task in the Catacombs, so got to do those very quick. Ancient Wyverns, 1,200 of those for 22 million. I am looking for the Wyvern Visage for the collection log, so I'm always doing those whenever I do have a task. They absolutely suck, but if you want the collection log items, you gotta do them. Next to that, we see Mithril Dragons, 652 for 5 mil. Another one that's not very fun, but the Dragon Full Helm chance is 1 in 32,000 from the Mithril Dragon itself. But more realistically, I'm chasing the Chewed Bones. I ended up with 13, 1 in 256 on the drop rate from using the Chewed Bones for that. Dukes of Kellis, 5.9 mil from 55 kills, only one task of those throughout the year, but still worth doing. Still not bad if you get, you know, the Virtus drops, could be big money. And down here at the end, the last couple things we'll take a look at is Brutal Black Dragons, 349 of those throughout the year for 8,380k. Always nice to do Brutal Black Dragons, pretty quick money, especially if you have a T-bow or a Dragon Hunter crossbow. So always advise doing those if you can do those on a Slayer task. And General Gardor, down at the bottom right, 58 KC. It recorded 58 KC because I did do the max that I could was 55, and we had, me and my partner had a little bit of supplies left, so we stayed for a few extra kills. So 27 mil there. We did end up with a Bandos chestplate that we were able to split. Alright, to close this video and the video series out, the last thing we will do is check out some items that I bought. I'm sure you're all wondering, what did you spend your 2 billion GP on? Well, I still have the Grand Exchange history, and I will show you. So I did make a list of items that I wanted to grab, you know, for their specific usefulness. Plus, I just like to collect most of the unique items in the game. So over time, I get what I can. So we'll go ahead and pull up the history here. We scroll down and we start with the Justiciar armor set. So I wanted this more or less kind of just to have rather than an actual need. I don't mind tanking bandos for, you know, teams when we go and stuff like that. So that's nice to have just for that specific purpose, as well as a few various other activities, but not super important. Next is the Elder Maul. So this is very nice to have, good defense reduction special attack weapon. I'll be using this probably mostly for the Calphite Queen when I try to go for that pet, to green log that one. It goes along with the Scythe of Vitor and the Tumican Shadow as a two-handed weapon, so I won't have to worry about an offhand there anymore. You know, the Avernic Defender going with the Dragon Warhammer. Next is the Venator Bow. I got this for the AFK Slayer tasks in the Catacombs. It does make them pretty quick. And I will also be using this at the Whisperer for the green log there. It's specifically useful on the ghost phases to take them out very quickly. So that's pretty nice to have. 50,000 Ancient Essence to charge that up fully. The Zerite crossbow I got, and that's going to be nice for the Phantom Muspa on the shielded phase, as well as using it at Nex. I currently still have 0 Nex KC. I did a lot of it in RuneScape, pre-EOC RuneScape, and I never really felt the need to go there, but eventually I will also try to green log that. So that and various other purposes. Next is the Elysian Spirit Shield. I did have this for a long time, but I ended up selling it when the price was up a bit, just because I didn't use it pretty much ever. But with my Inferno grind coming up, I did need to get that back. So this one I will have and keep forever now. Tormented Synapse, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get that throughout the year at the Tormented Demons. 6 Burning Claws instead. So I went ahead and got that so I could finish out the Emberlight. The Void Waker is nice to have for the special attack, just one of those nice to have weapons. Zamorak Godsword, Ancient Godsword, Armadillo Godsword. Those are more, I just bought those just to have them, to have the set in my bank. I do have Bandos Godsword and ZGS also out in stash units somewhere, but I wanted to have them on my bank just so I can look at them. Literally no other reason than that. Next, I went ahead and got the tomes that are available that I didn't have. Tome of Water, Tome of Earth with 1,000 pages each. The Twisted Buckler is nice to have for a ranged offhand when you need it, especially for Leviathan. Even though I do have the Leviathan green logged, I will be going back to get another piece of the axe. I still need 2 pieces for that. The Arania boots I got kind of more or less to fill a bank space under the armor sets, just to keep my OCD in check. So that's more or less why I got those. Next, I just kind of stocked up on some supplies. Ruby Diamond Dragon Bolts, Sapphire Dragon Bolts, Dragon Arrows, Dragon Darts. I needed 11,000 scales to fill up my blowpipe, and got some potions just to restock the supplies for now. And then we get to the top, we see the Nightmare Staff with the Eldritch Orb. Also going to be using that for the Inferno. As for the other 2 orbs, those were also on my list, and just to have them, so the Harmonized Orb and the Volatile Orb, I will grab a little bit farther down the road just to keep and have those as well. And last, just some runes. I did have a lot of runes that I sold for this series, but the point of the series was to sell everything to see how much that I made. So unfortunately, I did have to buy back runes, which probably cost me a little bit of money because of the GE tax and, you know, whatever price fluctuations. But regardless, 100,000 Death, Blood, Soul runes and 200,000 Chaos runes back in the bank. So last, in case you're curious as to what my bank looks like now, and I was talking about that OCD and whatnot, so at the end I have 59 million GP left over from everything, and that will be used for various things, just cash to have in case I need it. Into my armor tab, I was talking about that OCD, the Arania boots are here. I should actually probably swap those, and we'll do that. We'll put the Devout boots with the Sunfire armor. So that's this is the armor tab. I've got the Torva, the Inquisitors, Justice Shard, Missouri Ancestral, Sunfire, and then my Void over here. Got everything else that I could possibly need here, minus the Blood Fury, because I'm not paying 12 million GP for an Blood Shard. Over here in this one, this is all my weapons and ammunition tabs. So I've got all of this in here. You see the God Swords there. Once again, just so I can look at them because they're pretty. We've got my runes tab stocked up here on the runes that I need. Everything else is just kind of here and there. Don't really need that. Fun fact, if you made it this far in the video, I've never sold any of the pure essence that I've acquired in this game. This is all for monster drops since I started this count. 745,000 pure essence. Why? I don't know. Just do. We've got the potions tab next. So potions in here, all the supplies and consumables that I need. And then this is my miscellaneous armor and items tab. So this is just where I keep some random stuff that I kind of need here and there. And then in this last tab, this is literally just my junk tab / tools tab. So everything in here, we have just kind of need it here and there. So yeah, close it out. That's the bank. So I think that is going to do it for the year-long loot tab. That's the very end of the series. I want to thank all of you for watching this series, commenting, liking, subscribing, all that, because you liked the series and followed along. As always, thank you for watching this video specifically. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I do try to respond to everything that I possibly can. I know this video was a long one, so if you did stick through it, thank you for that. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Once again, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. Take it easy.